With the dust being settled, do you think trading Russell was the best decision for Seattle in the long term?
I believe both sides won in this. I believe both sides won. And you look at the draft before the Russell Wilson trade, they had no draft picks. They had no first rounders, the Jamal Adams trade. And so I believe that this was the perfect time for the Seahawks to say, hey, let's hit the reset button. Let's rebuild. Let's start over. We have some really good pieces around us. Let's just build around the guys that we have, get some draft picks in, and start over.
And I know it wasn't even just Wilson. I know the team parted ways with longtime partner Bobby Wagner. And between Wilson and Wagner, how do you think fans should feel after this new, like you mentioned, a new era of football is going to be starting this rebuild mode?
The fan base, they were hurt. They were hurt to see two essentially icons leave in a matter of the same day. Yeah. That stings. That stings when you have two Hall of Fame guys, two Super Bowl champions, two guys that were absolutely awesome in the community. To have those guys leave just like that didn't sit well with a lot of fans. And it's just the unfortunate nature of the game. Organizations move on from players. They trade guys, they cut guys, they sign guys to big contracts. There's just so many things that go on in our NFL journey. And unfortunately, that just had to happen.
When you look at the quarterback Seattle has now, do you feel like they have a long-term option at quarterback? Where does Seattle go from here?
It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a competition with both Geno and Drew. And I believe right now, they're saying Geno is going to be the guy. But they're getting the training camp, getting the preseason. I believe that at the end of the day, whatever choice they decide to go into, only one guy can be on the team. If you have both those guys on the team, as soon as one starts playing bad, the fans are going to say, oh, put the other one in. The coach is going to like, oh, he's not good enough. And then it's going to be just a back and forth with quarterbacks. Whoever you decide to go with as your quarterback, week one, he is the guy. And the other guy may have to go elsewhere because you don't want someone looking over your back the whole time while you're playing. The fan base get the chattering. And so only one can stay.
If you were a GM, would you consider Baker Mayfield if he was available for reasonable trade, or do you think it's better to kind of let the two guys battle it out?
No Baker Mayfield.
No Baker.
No Baker. I love Baker. I think he has plenty of tools to be successful. I just believe that this year, for Baker's career, he needs to sit behind an experienced quarterback that has done it, that know what it looks like, and just to hit the reset button, because Baker has all the tools to get it done. But he can just learn, be actually mentored by somebody to see what it looks like. I believe it's going to do wonders for his career. We've seen backup quarterbacks take the year off and then get paid the next year without even playing. Yep. And so he's going to be just fine.
There you go. Yep. I know you've mentioned how much Seattle's meant to you. Have you ever thought about what it maybe means to you to end your career in Seattle? Like, what makes that town such a special football town?
Yeah, I mean, Seattle was everything to me. Just coming from Mississippi to the West Coast and to be a whole new city and whole new atmosphere, whole new environment was everything to me. And it was love since day one. It was always love from the 12s, always love from the fans. Anytime I make a play, they tweeting at me. I see them at Target. They saying, man, we miss you. We love you. It's just so special. And so to be a legend in this community is it means everything to me. And so I love this fan base. We love it in here, whether I play another year or whether I sign a one-day contract. This is for every family.
You were on those Legion of Boom teams. I'm curious what your favorite memory was from that era of time, and what do you think is the group's ultimate legacy in football?
We are arguably one of the best defenses to ever play football. You just match us up with anybody. With the Steel Curtain, with the 85 Bears, I believe that we can arguably say that we are one of the best. And so just to play with my brothers, when you're in the midst of it, you don't, I guess, necessarily realize it, but looking back, we did some really dominant stuff in our time when we were playing. And just to do it with guys I came in with, guys I love, guys that I still have relationships with today, we're forever going to be family. We're going to forever be brothers. And so it was really cool what we put together, and it was timeless.
I think fans are always going to point to that Malcolm Butler interception as a big what if, but between the Legion of Boom, Russell Wilson being there for a decade, and even having beast mode, do you feel like those Seahawks teams should have won more than just one Super Bowl?
Yeah, our era ended way too fast. We were in the prime of our careers. We were the best team. It wasn't even close. And for us to lose in that fashion in the Super Bowl, it really stung our legacy. To be honest, we could have been back-to-back champs, back-to-back-to-back champs, and so that was tough. It was really tough. I'm just thankful for the one I did get because that means a lot to me.
Amen to that.
But to say you're a back-to-back champ is
Yep.
not too many people. If we got that one, Mackenzie, it would have gotten scary. We would have been talking about we were talking about how what Tom Brady did in New England. We literally had all the pieces. We had the defense. We had the running back. Russell was phenomenal. We could have drafted more guys and brought them on the team. It could have been extremely special. And so once that blow did happen to us, it definitely stung and definitely mentally got the best of us. And so it was tough.
Andy, what was your reaction when Malcolm Butler got that pick in the Super Bowl? Can you recreate it for me?
I did what most Boston fans did. I pointed and laughed at Pete Carroll.
Oh my God. Okay, sticking with the NFL, Eagles Twitter is over the moon with him. Prior to the draft, I caught up with defensive tackle Jordan Davis. He joins the show after the break. Hey sports fans, if you want to watch more sports seriously, be sure to check out these clips right here. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel to see all the great content from us here at USA Today Sports.